PP lesson planning. This lesson plan is to reading and conversation section. The lesson is national hero and defining relative clauses. Okay, the first activity is schematic activation, called Give New Names. Before I start the class, the teacher will play a classical music during the class and post up the classroom different posters. The teacher will present names of women and men to the whiteboard. The teacher will say the students in the whole class will be another person with a different name and different profession. The teacher will pronounce each name. The students will repeat the pronunciation of the names twice because they need to be familiar with the new names. The students, one by one, will take the name that they have chosen. After they will put in her or his gloves, the teacher will pass pieces of paper with name of profession and students will take only one. The professions are doctor, teacher, fireman, pilot, singer, dancer. Finally, the teacher will ask the three students to describe their profession, answering a question. What do you do in your job? This is the schema activation. Then the vocabulary presentation, defining relative clauses. The teacher will give an article called National Hero of Reading and Conversation Book, Unit 8, Stories, page 79. The student will have 3 minutes to read the article. Then the students will discuss questions. Why do you think the idea of who is a hero changed over time? Do you know any other heroes whose reputation have changed over time? The teacher will play a song, the relative clause song. The teacher will sing the song with the students once. Then the real life example, called Try to Guess. The teacher will use pantomime to act our six professions: doctor, teacher, fireman, pilot, singer, and dancer. The students will try to guess what the profession is. The teacher will say to the student that if they know the answer, they will hand his or her hand. The student who guessed the profession will act out it. The activity will be finished when a profession will be guessed. Then the explanation is easy cueing, called hula hula. The teacher will divide the class into two groups, girls versus boys. The student will make two lines in the middle of the classroom. The teacher will give a hula hula to girls first, and they will pass the hula hula to each member of the group in a faster way without release their hands. Then, boys will do the same. The group that does the activity in less time will be the winner. The loser group will say a sentence per student by using the defining relative clauses. Then, for practice, the first activity it is worksheet fill in the gaps. The teacher will ask students to work in pairs with the person next to them. The teacher will give each pair of page with exercise to complete sentences. The students will have to fill in the gaps with whose, when, where, or why. Then the teacher will randomly ask a student to say one answer. The activity will end when the students finish answering. Activity 2, role play, drama with the new name and profession. The teacher will ask two students make group of 4 members. The teacher will give 4 minutes to create a drama by using relative clauses and also the new name and profession that they already have. The drama will be about heroes. Each student will say in which moment of her or his life he or she has felt like a hero in his or her profession. The students will perform the drama in front of the class. The teacher will select the order of the students to pass. Then, activity 3, free practice, acting with emotions. The teacher will give to the students pieces of paper in color that contain a short part of a story. The teacher will say that with the piece of yellow paper you will read it in sad way, the piece of blue paper in happy way, green will be angry, and pink will be boring way. The pieces of paper will have a number because will be the order that the students will have to read it. In the last activity for this lesson, it is production, objective activity. The teacher will ask students to work in their notebook individually. The students will create an imaginary biography with the name and profession that they already have by using defining relative clauses. The students will have 3 minutes to create the biography. Then the teacher will select 6 students to pass in front of the class to perform the imaginary study. The teacher will provide some pieces of paper that contain emotions. The students will take one piece of paper with OC. Finally, the students will read the biography with the emotion that he or she takes. The objective of this lesson is at the end of this class, a student will be able to tell in an imaginary biography at the moment of have another identity by using the defining relative clauses. This lesson planning, like PPP letters, means presentation, practice, and production. Okay, the second lesson plan it is PDP. Presentation. It means activities focus on pre, during, and post. In the pre-stage, we have schema activation, vocabulary presentation, gist, and in the during stage, we have readings, and the post stage, the objective activity. Mm, the course it is advanced, and the objective it is describe hobbies at the moment of making a presentation about which is the best time for students after read the book Romeo and Juliet. Okay, in schemata activations, first the teacher will make group of 4, then must make a brainstorming about different activities they like to do in the different times. Then they have to choose one activity of all the activities written. Next, teacher will choose 5 groups and will ask them to pass to the front to perform it. The other groups have to guess what the activity is. It will finish until the 5 groups have passed to perform the action. Then, the vocabulary presentation. This activity has the purpose, focuses on certain words might encounter in the reading, that the students may encounter in the reading. The teacher will write all the new words on the left side of the word, listen music, read a book, play video games, walk, etc. Then, teacher will divide students into 2 teams and she will explain that she will be reading out a definition to one team at a time. If that team can correctly guess the corresponding word or phrase, they get 100 points. If the group guess the wrong word, the other team can steal the points by guessing the correct word for 50 points, and so on until one team guess it right. Teacher will do the same until the last definition. The winning team is the one who has the most points once all the definition are filed. And then GIST. The purpose is conceive an idea about what students will be listening. First, teacher will pass a picture about hobbies in the board. Then students are going to choose a partner, A and B. Teacher will ask us to tell B's what they think the book will be about, based on the picture and the 2 words. She will give them 1 minute to do it. Next, teacher will write 2 more keywords. Teacher will ask the B's to do the same. To finish, teacher will ask to the students A and 1B to tell to the class what they think the book will be about. Reading. It is enduring activities. The purpose are exposed to the material for the first time. First, teacher will read a part of the book, Romeo and Juliet. After students have listened, teacher will read again, but 5 times. She will stop and students should call up the missing word. When they call up the correct word, she will continue reading. It will finish until the teacher read the complete passage of the book. Then, reading through. The students have to look the answer. Is the purpose. First, teacher will ask students to make an airplane. Then she will assign different classroom objects points. Door 10 points, table 5 points, right 20 points, etc. The teacher divides the classroom in groups of 5. Teacher will ask a question per team. Which are the 3 specific hobbies that the book mentions? If the team answers correctly, one member can throw an airplane and try to hit one of the target objects to win points. It will finish until teacher have asked 8 questions. Reading 3. The students must answer correctly. First, teacher will divide students into 4 groups. Teacher will choose one student of a team and will show him or her a word of a sentence of the book. The students have to draw up the board in order to make their team guess the word that he or she is trying to draw. Students of his or her group have to guess it. If they do it, they will win a point. The team that most words or sentences guess will be the winner. The activity will finish until students have drawn 10 images. And the last activity is the post, the objective activity. The purpose is that students demonstrate understanding about systems by making a presentation. Teacher will paste in a wall a page with the word agree, and other wall she will paste a page with the word disagree. Teacher will say statements about hobbies, and students have to go to a wall according with their opinion, agree or disagree. When they are indecisive, they will express why they agree or why they are disagree. It will finish until teacher have said 10 statements.